All right, Coach. EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the so-called Silicon Valley and Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Los Angeles Rams and the San Francisco 49ers. This is taken at his 4. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
At their own 22-yard line.
Ready. 53, Mike. Stay with your man.
Now a carry for the former Michigan State man, Le'Veon Bell. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
Now a first down run is sniffed out from the start as he'll drop him for a loss of 4. That'll wind up going for a loss of 4. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 14. Murray now. Got his man. That's the Pro Bowler Julio Jones. A gain there of 21 yards. Here's Murray from midfield. Oh, he tries to get it to Metcalf, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Von Bell. And he'll take this all the way down inside the 40. They told us repeatedly earlier in the week in our meetings, we need some plays from our defense here on the road early. They got one.
And don't think they were above all week long pointing out to their defense that the other defense is rated higher than them. You going to let that happen, guys? Is that how we're going to play? And they responded to the challenge.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. So here's Vick following the interception on the move to his left. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down.
On that play, as you saw the route start to develop downfield, I got the sense that maybe the run would set up for him, and he took full advantage of it and got a big gain on a busted play.
Our game not even 2 minutes old, but a quick red zone opportunity. It's 1st and 10 at the 14. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. It was the veteran safety Malcolm Jenkins who got a hand in there to disrupt it.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up 2nd down.
And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
And it's 3rd down.
49ers have an extra defensive back on the field. A nickel set for 3rd down.
Check the backer.
From the gun, Vick. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Again, it's Vick. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. J.J. Arcega-Whiteside, the intended receiver, but it'll be 2nd and goal.
When you got your backs in the shadow of your goal line, you've got to be physical in that situation because there's not a whole lot of space, not a lot of wild plays that can be run there.
It's put up or shut up time. Defensively, nice job just to make sure they didn't complete it on that play.
Right over there. Yeah. Mike, keep it up, defense. Keep it up, guys.
Off the play fake, Vick out to his left. Feeling the pressure here and taken down. A sack back at the 7. Andrew Sendejo swoops in for the sack.
Second goal, last thing you need to do is get pushed backwards to take a sack. But he couldn't find anywhere to go with the football. Had to eat it and ended up on the ground.
So 3rd and goal, and the 49er faithful making some noise for their defense. Working out of the gun, Michael Vick. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything to warrant a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. And that one, my goodness, that was almost too easy.
Yeah, and you're not getting too many attempts shorter than that one. I don't think anyone got a finger on it. That's about as bad a miss as you can have.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that'll wind up incomplete. Trying to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
And he'll be upended after a gain of 5, up to the 25-yard line.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size and these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
But one thing's for sure, when you've got a big receiver and you trust him downfield, you're going to give him opportunities to go up and get that 50-50 ball.
And he is a darn good big receiver. Unfortunately, that time didn't work out. Nice job defensively. On 4th down, here's Lachlan Edwards to punt it. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. So not only do they get the fumble recovery on the punt, but now look at this field position. He almost took it the distance.
And the ability to not just make the play, but turn it into something big. That's what coaches harp on all the time. How do we create big plays that'll change the game? And that may have been one that just did.
Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal. On 2nd down, it's Bell. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming. 3rd and goal. This L.A. Rams defense will try to bow up once more. They'll try and run it in with Bell. And the lane closes quickly for Bell, and he did not make it. Only a yard that time, so now a decision to be made here on 4th and goal. Well, if this defense can hold them to a field goal here, what a win that would be.
Not just a win on the possession, but psychologically take over the ball game. This started with 1st and goal, so they were in 4-down territory right from the beginning. I say you finish it off and go for the touchdown.
The bottom line, tremendous starting field position, really squandered there as they wind up going backwards and then come up with just 3.
Well, getting the 3 turned out to be important. I can imagine the head coach when he ordered the field goal. Please salvage something out of this drive. That was not fun to watch.
After the made field goal, Zerline back out there now to send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And they had compiled a pretty long drive last time. Unfortunately, though, it ended with no points after the missed field goal.
And that can hurt the psyche of the team because as they drove down...
And got his man complete. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
A gain of 27 on the play.
So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. The first carry for the former Nittany Lion. This is Saquon Barkley. And not a lot of daylight, not really any daylight inside, as he's going to be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Brings up 2nd down.
2nd and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. From the shotgun, it's Vick. And it's hauled in by Jared Cook. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers 33.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. On play action, Vick. Under pressure, and he'll go down. They'll sack him on what ought to be the final play of this first quarter. Trey Hendrickson in there to bury him for a loss of 11. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. Well, they're in some hot water now after that sack. It's 2nd and 21. Got some real estate inside the 30. And he'll be taken down at the 26. A good pickup there. 18 yards as they get closer for 3rd down. An extra DB for the 49ers now on 3rd. Play action. Now Jackson rolling to his left. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down.
Quarterbacking 101. Never force the ball into double coverage, especially not this close to the goal line. The windows are so tight, you just don't want to force it in there because it could be tipped up and picked off.
So he gets a shot at atoning for the earlier miss here in the first half and able to knock it through.
And what a relief for him, don't you think? Because how many games have we done where kickers missed one early and never gotten a chance to atone for it the rest of the game? That's a lot to carry around.
At their own 25-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And it's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's
Taylor hit. He lost the football. And now the Rams have got it going the other way. And they will set up shop with outstanding field position in the red zone at the 17-yard line.
You know, if this is the regular season, partner, we'd be talking about just how costly a mistake that was, but probably good for him to get it out of his system right now.
Just hope for him and the team it's not a sign of things to come.
Yeah, without a doubt. Plus, you got to worry about making the team. Those types of errors don't help you.
Watch the screen. Watch the screen. He's coming. Double up. Double up. He's coming.
After the fumble recovery, it's Jackson. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. 11 yards for number 11.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
I can't believe they let you play. I can't believe they even let you play.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. 5 yards, a good run there, and now 2nd and goal.
And, Brandon, they went to a nickel defense, and that's a surprise this close to the goal line because ordinarily you use the back end of the end zone, the sidelines as extra defenders, and you want bigger people on the field to try and help against the run.
Ready up. Come on. 58. Come on. Oh, here we go. Oh, Jim. Check it out, Reed.
They'll try to run this one in. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Calling a loss of 2 on the play. And that'll make it 3rd and goal. To throw is Jackson. And it's complete. He's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Chris Herndon there to make the grab. And the Rams have taken the lead. No surprise there. 3rd and goal down here. That's where they're going to look for their tight end.
Yeah, you want that big guy running his routes because it doesn't matter who they cover him with. If it's another big guy, he might use his bulk against him. If it's a shorter defender, might go over the top. Either way, you tend to find a little bit of a mismatch in that area.
Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And the lead is now 10-3. Now after the touchdown, it's Bosher to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The offense back out there at the line ready for their next drive. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
Well, they're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up.
Watch out, watch out, watch out.
A first throw here for the backup, Taylor. And down he goes on the pressure from the Rams defense. Bruce Irvin, his 2nd sack of the night. 3rd and long. Taylor and company hoping to regroup after the sack. Now Taylor looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Morgan. And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39. 21 yards there on 3rd down. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Kill.
From the gun, it's Taylor. He's able to hit Joshua Bellamy. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. The catch and run going to wind up netting him 33 yards. And we know this offense has the potential to strike quickly, and they just bit off 2 huge plays on back-to-back snaps.
So on the other side of the ball, you've got to go Band of Brothers thought process. No one left behind. No pointing fingers, no accusation.
There he goes, left side. And across the chalk, into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. Malcolm Brown, 28 yards. As they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Now Greg Zuerlein on for the extra point. And he'll put it through, and that evens us up at 10 apiece. All level now at 10 apiece as the kick's away. This one fielded at the 5. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line.
Let's go.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. These 2 teams trading touchdowns here in what has been a back-and-forth first half.
And ordinarily, we're trying to figure out how to break out of a stalemate. Here, you're trying to figure out if you can slow someone down while continuing your breakneck pace on offense. I know one thing. The people in the crowd, they're getting their money's worth right now.
And the fantasy owners like it.
Oh, without a doubt. They're just tallying them up, aren't they?
They're watching this game. This quarterback now 4 of 5 since coming on. It's 1st and 10. On the carry, it's Wadley. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Not much happening there on 1st down.
I thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
Three yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Here's Hilliard. And they see right through that defensively as he'll be hit and taken down to the backfield. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. He'll find his tight end. It's Anthony Auclair. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 44-yard line. Well, that tight end position, it just seems to continue to evolve every year in the NFL.
Yeah, you're getting really terrific athletes. A lot of them maybe were wide receivers at one point. They continue to give you speed, great hands, and big bodies, which make them excellent targets for quarterbacks.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 44-yard line.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. They go play action now. Jackson. And this one complete to Levine Toilolo. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there? Freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
The Rams on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Jackson. Eluding the pressure right. He can run for it, and he will. 5 yards on the scramble, and that's enough to pick up the first.
Someone knew exactly where he needed to get to pick up that 1st down. Now, I'm not so sure about the technique in getting there, but he went for it, and he got it.
Exactly. He knew where he needed to get, because remember, if he slides, when that derriere dips, if you will, that play's over.
The derriere dips, I like that one.
Yeah, been working on it for a little bit. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
2nd and 6 at the Niners' 29-yard line.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Here's Jackson to throw. That'll be incomplete as the clock will stop with 14 seconds remaining. The Rams on 3rd down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This will be 3rd and 6. Jackson letting one go deep for the end. And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, L.A. Chris Herndon in the final seconds of the first half as his guys are able to regain the lead.
That's one of the better examples of clock management I've seen. Whittled it all the way down just about and still put the ball in the end zone.
Yeah, just a methodical drive and something really to take into the lockers here. Fairbairn good with the extra point, and that makes it a 17-10 score.
49ers 10.
Now after the touchdown, it's Bosher to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. Likely time for just one final play, and then it'll be off to the locker room to talk about how they can erase this deficit.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people look at it and go, well, maybe you take a shot here. Maybe you get some momentum going into the half. What's the flip side of that? You do something crazy, quarterback gets hit, ball comes free, and now you're down an even bigger margin. Go ahead and take this one, go to the locker room, start over.
Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
Let's pick it up. It's out of time, guys. Out of time. Let's get off the field.
Final play of the half. It's Taylor. Into the hands of the tight end. This is Jordan Thomas. So we have reached halftime in our first preseason matchup of the year. As we send you cross-country to Orlando, Jonathan Coachman is there and has our EA Sports halftime report. Probably not likely to see many starters in the second half as we get back at it underway in this preseason opener. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
Well, you got a young quarterback. Maybe that's just an example of a growing pain for him.
I think you're right about that because when the game starts to move fast and it moves quickly on him, a lot of times they fall back on what they know best, their arm. He's slinging it on this one. Had a wide open target, but didn't have the proper footwork to increase his accuracy.
After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Now it's Jackson. Well, the two men come together, and it's incomplete. Excellent work defensively, brings up 4th down. So it would appear they will not be able to add to their lead on this opening drive of the second half.
Yeah, if another touchdown was scored there, now we're talking about a 2-score game, and they're probably on their way, creating an excellent gap between them and their pursuers. But how about the defense there, able to step up and keep themselves in this one?
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second half?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down. On 3rd down, Taylor. Oh, a battle for it here, and this will be caught. 15 for the Niners there and a 1st down.
Like so many tight ends nowadays, they have no problem at all putting him in the slot and letting him go to work, and that's a nice pitch and catch right there for a first down.
Play action, now Taylor. Taylor hit, he lost the football. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38.
Good job, fellas.
Gotta imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Here's Taylor. And his throw is incomplete. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on first down, then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
Now it's Taylor. He'll air it out deep for Thomas. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Carlton Davis picks it. And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line. He couldn't get the hook up there that time with Thomas.
Well, it's 3rd and long, and you've got a few different ways to play it offensively. But this is not the type of offense that's going to wave the white flag. They're going to keep chucking it. And this time, it results in an interception.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive. And the Niners get there and bring him down. DeMarcus Walker just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7.
Like how they've started the third quarter here. They force a punt on the first drive, and after this sack, it looks like they'll be forcing another one as well.
Absolutely. Maybe got their second win coming out of the locker room. Now, following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Jackson now. Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. A gain there of 21 yards.
A gain of 21 yards. First down, Los Angeles.
Ready? Hey, Mike. 20. Go.
Throwing on first down, it's Jackson. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
One thing I know from experience is that when the deep ball is thrown and you're the defender, you've got to fight that little bit of panic that emerges. You've got to play the ball really well. It's a 50-50 jump ball play. And guess what? They took a shot. How are you going to win it? And in this case, they managed to get it done.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Jackson. He was trying to find his tight end, Chris Herndon. And it's 3rd down.
And now offensively, it's 3rd and 10. And I'm just thinking to myself, actors always say, what's my motivation before a big scene? Right now, the play caller's thinking, what have I done before that's worked well that I can go to right now?
Yeah, because they were pretty successful in the first half scoring points. Haven't done anything so far here in the second half. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
And the blitz does come. And that will be incomplete. Just a little beyond the reach there of his receiver. That's probably one he wishes he had back.
He wishes it had been 7-on-7 in practice, or maybe even routes versus air, because that's a completion he makes, 9.9 times out of 10? Just missed that one.
Here's Matt Bosher now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And now a low liner. I think he mishit it. And a fair catch signaled for and taken at about the 18-yard line. Just 21 yards on the punt there. And the Niners will go on offense. 1st and 10. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Thomas. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Here's Taylor to throw. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. The linebacker, Stephon Anthony, with a pick.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
No.
After the interception, here's Jackson. And this is caught. A spectacular one-handed grab there. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Here's Jackson. Finding Hardman here over the middle. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. 22 yards there, a first down.
First down,
They run here with Wadley. And very little there. He might have gotten a yard. Yeah, I think he got a yard to the 41.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
A free 5 yards as the defense jumps.
I know it's an anticipation game for them, but it's also a reaction game, and they reacted poorly on that one.
The ball gets bumped up. It's now 2nd and 4 after the penalty. Throwing is Jackson. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him the football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are, you know, make him make someone miss in the open field.
Here's Wadley on the ground. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. That one good for 17 yards, and now they've got it 1st and goal. Successful toss play to the right there. It's interesting. Teams seem to run the toss a lot more to the right than to the left.
It's usually a little more natural. Right-handed quarterback, typically your power side running the ball is to the right side with your guard and your tackle. In college football, they used to call it student body right because you had everyone on that side, including the fullback leading. In the pros, they don't call it that, but it's still the same result.
at the 10-yard line.
And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. So it'll be 2nd and goal when we return. We've played 3 quarters. We'll return with more preseason football on EA Sports. They'll go again here from the 10-yard line on 2nd and goal. Now Jackson. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. Mecole Hardman, the intended target, but now it's 3rd and goal.
You can't be precise with your throws, especially in this situation. You're inside the 10-yard line going into the end zone. But sometimes the emotion, the excitement, sometimes the decisions just aren't made very well because of that.
So 3rd and goal, and the 49er faithful making some noise for their defense. They go play action with Jackson. And it's complete. He's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Levine Toilolo there to make the grab. And the Rams tack on to their advantage. Sometimes those tight ends are a mismatch. They found the mismatch there.
And that's exactly why you want to draw up those types of plays, because coverage is just going to go to the natural guys, the guys that make the big plays on the outside. But if you work your tight end into it, that's a tough one for a defense to handle.
Tough, they couldn't handle it. It worked out for 6. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Now after the touchdown, it's Bosher to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass, and finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass, and that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. Taylor incomplete on 1st down. Here's 2nd and 10. To throw is Taylor. Throwing again. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. So now 3rd and 10. They had the big play to start the drive, but 2 incompletions since. To throw again is Taylor. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Morgan. And this is going to be another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams' 40. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. Off the play fake, here's Taylor. Over the middle, complete. That's Morgan. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down.
56, right there, 56. Right here.
On 1st and 10, it's Taylor. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time, and a 1st down. From the red zone now, here's Taylor on 1st down. That is caught inside the 5. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another 1st. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They'll try and run it in with Brown. And across the goal line, into the end zone. Touchdown, 49ers. Malcolm Brown, ready for the regular season with his 2nd touchdown of the game, as his guys are back within a single score. Zerline good with a PAT. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. This is taken at the 3. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They're holding on right now to that slim advantage in a one-score game. And you hear a lot about 2-minute offense and 4-minute offense. Obviously, the 4-minute offense applies here. How do they run that effectively?
Yeah, really what the 4-minute offense is you're just trying to grind the clock. So you want consistent gains, steady gains. Doesn't have to be big plays, but it has to be plays that gets first downs and keeps the ball away from your opponent.
But certainly throwing the ball is in the mix here. And down he goes. The 49ers get there. Cassius Marsh leading the surge there as he drops him for a loss of 6.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time.
Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Cassius Marsh able to drop him that time for his second sack of the evening. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Now it's Jackson. He's going to float this one deep right side. And the throw there going to be incomplete. Critical play in this football game because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
Here's Matt Bosher now as he's on to punt for L.A. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. And this is going to hit the goal line and continue on into the end zone for a touchback. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were competent enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and...
Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Kamale Correa in there to bury him for a loss of 11. 3rd and long, it's Taylor. And unable to connect, incomplete. I'll give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually that becomes man on man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked up by Josh Jones. Thomas, the intended target. That interception sets them up beautifully already in the red zone.
And you can hear it all the way up here. AlphaSki, everyone turned to block, find a spot, and now they're set up inside the red zone for their offense.
Wait. You got nothing today. You got nothing.
Play action. Now Jackson. And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, L.A. An 11-yard touchdown. And the Rams use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Well, that didn't take long. The turnover instantly almost turning into points.
And when that happens, a lot of teams have the mentality of let's strike right now. You've got them off balance after the turnover or the takeaway. Let's go get it. And that's exactly what they did.
Fairbairn good with the extra point. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful.
17.
Now after the touchdown, it's Bosher to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here.
First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. He's going to let it fly. And nearly another interception. They've been around the ball all game.
I'm trying to decipher what's going on out there because I don't know if he's just getting bad reads. I don't know if the defense is confusing him. I don't know if he just has, bad info and intel before he snaps the ball. But he's made some pretty bad decisions with the football lately.
Yeah, several bad decisions on the interceptions he's thrown, and frankly, that should have been another pick right there. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 15 yards on the play, first down from the 32 now. Here's first and 10. Taylor will throw again. And nearly another interception. They've been around the ball all game. I guess they're in a situation now, fourth quarter, where they're forced to take some chances, but I don't know that that was the type of a chance you want to take.
And that one could very easily have been intercepted. And if it does get picked off, that could possibly seal this one.
A little antsy on the left side of the line.
Yeah, I think they got the guy in the end. I think they got the DN there on that one. And let's face it, he is so amped up, wanting to get a good get-off on the snap, jump too quickly.
Again, it's Taylor. Over the middle, that's taken in by Belliman. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams' 13-yard line.
And the 49er first down. First and 10 at the 13-yard line.
Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off down at the 2. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Obviously disappointing, but you had to go for broke here, down 2 scores. So that forced you to make some throws you definitely wouldn't want to make. And I think this interception is going to pretty much write an end to this one.
Shark's got it left side. And he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds. A good pickup there at 22.
First down, Los Angeles.
Off the play fake, here's Jackson. He's going to float this over the middle, deep. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down.
Finally, a good play there defensively on the deep ball. The secondary has had its struggles this entire game. Offensively, they've had their way with them.
They go play action now. Jackson taking a deep shot here for Hardman. It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown, L.A. Nicole Hardman, 73 yards. And the Rams tack on to their advantage. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Now after the touchdown, it's Bosher to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They're down big here late. I don't know. Just one last drive here for Taylor. Hit. He lost the football. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. Charles, we saw a lot of points go up in this one. Certainly defensively, stuff that they can look at on film, don't you think?
No doubt about it. And they've got to go back and check where the errors are, how they're going to fix them, and continue to get better at what they do. But they also need a little adjustment with their confidence. To give up that many points, even if you win a game, that can hurt you.
So that'll do it. For my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry, I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. With that, we say good night from Silicon Valley.